So today I think it's day 4 or day 5. Let me check. Yeah, it's day 5 for Python. So yesterday we learned an important aspect, especially for the data engineers. So as I mentioned, that Python is a huge thing. I mean, we cannot learn this entire thing within 1 or 2 weeks. It's a huge thing. Actually, many of aspects they are using Pythons. But we'll, as a data engineers, we'll be learning Python, especially the important packages we need to install or we need to work with. So yesterday we checked how to create a class. Then the class can be packaged and the package can be used in multiple project as well. How to create a package, I haven't showed the thing. In later classes, I'll try to show that one kind of example on top of that. But yesterday we used pandas. Pandas is one of the most important package which can be used as a data engineers to work in Python. Okay. By using pandas, we are successfully able to create a data frame. Okay, what is data frame? It's totally new for you actually, Shivani. So data frame actually it's giving you the particular format. I mean, columnar data format and tabular data format. You can see columns and rows. Okay, how it looks like, just like similar kind of table. So
Yeah,
yesterday
I
we'll.
know about that. I know
Okay,
about the data frame and all these things.
okay, then it's good. So yesterday, what we have done, there is an external CSV file. Okay, this is the CSV file. We have read the CSV file using pandas and import it over there as a data frame. Okay, so this is the CSV file. Actually, we are having some students' information with student, subject, age, and their marks. Okay, so let me open the PyCharm over here. We have read, I mean, there is pandas. I mean, pandas, I have imported pandas, pd.read CSV. I'm just importing the path where the CSV file is located. So this is the data frame name. I'm just pushing the data and I'm printing the data frame and it's looking like this. So it's similar kind of stuffs. We already discussed what is index and also index by default. There should be index of a data frame as kind of row number. Okay. Okay. Now let me discuss about today's topic. Yes. So indexing and slicing of the data frame. Yeah, as I told, if we are going to create a data frame by default, there should be an index in this format. Okay. This should be unique in nature by default when we'll be creating index at the beginning. But that particular thing we can modify as well with one of the column, one or multiple columns names over here. So how to do that? Let me just put this thing over here. Print, I'm just printing the index, updating. Okay, the particular command is reset index. We can put maybe any other index. I mean, I don't want this thing as an index. So I can update the thing, any of the columns from here. Okay, I want one of the column of our data frame to be to be represented as an index. So I can update this thing in this way. So I need, let me update name over here. Okay, there is an issue over here. I need to pass the name within a list. Okay, we learned what is list. Oh my god, what is the issue? Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry for my bad. I haven't set the index yet. It's set index, not reset. If one of the index is there, then I can reset it. Okay, and parenthesis is fine. It's inside a list, set index. Yeah. Yes. So you can see the alignment. There is no such uh, numerical values. I mean, the default index is not there. Rather, I'm using name as an index. But this is not a, I mean, over here, this is not a good example actually. Index should be unique in nature, which should be a row identifier of your data set. But just for an example, I'm giving this thing. You can put multiple thing as well, name as well as subject inside the list. Okay, so you can see the alignment a bit different is there. So age and marks are the columns over here. We can say those are also columns, but used as an index data. Okay, fine. And any doubt? So reset index 6. I mean, if the things is already indexed, so we have already indexed for data frame. If we just going to print df, then it should be printing in this manner. So if I just want to reset it, let me just, I mean, put it in df1. So it's a new data frame df1 which has been updated index as this new columns. So if you want to reset it, then we can reset it. Reset index. Okay. Let me print it. Then we can find uh, that it should be in earlier position. Okay. So we set it and we have resetting it. If we want to just drop the column, those column, whatever I have indexed it, so it just can drop the column as well. So whatever index it was there earlier, we can drop it as well. Just scenarios I want to show you. Okay. So name and subject has been dropped. So this is just set and reset index part. We can update any index value of the particular data frame. Okay. Okay. So the next topic is slicing the data frame. How to slice? Slice means in SQL we have learned that when we are selecting on top of a particular table, there you can see all the columns should be present. I mean select star from a table. So I can see all the columns over there. If I just want to mention particular column names, then only those columns should be present from all top of the data set. Over here, the same thing. If we just print on top of data frame, we can find all the column names over here. But we can slice it, means we can put some subset of columns. So just put df. Okay. If there is any single column, we can represent in this manner as well. If only single column I need to print, just df dot name. It's fine. Let me print it. Okay, I can see the index with the only name value. But if I just want to put multiple values over here, do not put in this manner. Put a square bracket and declare the thing. Okay, for the single element, it is fine. Name, it's fine. But for multiple element, suppose name, subject. Okay, the square bracket is the compulsory one, but if we are putting multiple elements, then we need to wrap this thing in other list. Okay, I'm wrapping it in a list. Otherwise, it should be throwing an error. Okay, name, subject, marks in this manner. So I'm slicing it. I'm not updating the data frame, rather it's a visualization thing. So it's similar kind of thing with the select, I mean, in the DQL, I mean, data query language. I think you have, I mean, already gone through about SQL, or if you not, then it's quite similar of DQL, data query language, where we are doing the select clause over there. We are not manipulating on top of data frame. I'm not using any DML. I'm not manipulating the data frame. Rather, I'm using on top of data frame. I'm just choosing the data such a way. So it's a subset of the data and it's not updating the data frame. Rather, it's a visualization thing. on top of the data frame. Okay. So this kind of slicing we can do over here. Okay. Moving at the next topic, filtering a data frame. So slicing means we can do the column level filtering. Slicing called column level filtering. And now I'll be doing the filtering means it's row level filtering. So in select query, we have used where clause for row level filtering. The similar kind of stuffs we can do over here as well. So how to do that filtering part? Let me omit this thing. Okay, let me show you. Over here, I can also do some, it's not exactly filtering. I can use this kind of head. By default, if I do not put any row number, I can get a top 5 rows over here. Let me put 2 rows just to print a small subset of the database. Okay, so it's not a filtering operation. Actually, just I'm putting only the subset because let me show you the demonstration of this is the original dataset, how it looks like, and what should be our manipulated, not manipulated, I mean the modified data frame. So df dot, okay, we will be pulling, I mean a filter over here. How to put a filter? Dot name equal. Okay, it's ASAP. Let me update it df. Okay, filtering thing I'm just putting over here. Df dot temp equal suppose Swapnil. Okay, so I'll be passing this thing. This is the filtering conditions. It should be working top of the data frame. Okay, so I need to print on top of this, show you. What is the issue? Uh, okay, no attribute name. Yeah, so this is very, very important. I need to maintain proper column name. It was capital N. You can see this is the demonstration one. So what happens? Yes, this should be a square bracket. So yeah, the second data set, it's a filtering one. You can see it's only top of my filtering operation. The first one, it's just like the demonstration of two data frame. Just I put over here. Let me put something print to identify the data. I'm just putting some line in between. So the first print is for demonstration of the data. I'm just printing two records. And over here, yeah, we will be using only particular, I mean, filtering part and all. Okay, so I can put subject as well, just to show you once more time. So you can only on top of subject, we can use this thing. I can just let me do one thing. So for filtering purpose for our usage, I can eliminate that stuff and put into another variable. Suppose m variable, I'm just storing it. I can print the something over here just for sake of our usage. Now do one thing. We can use multiple filter, just like subject equal history, maybe marks greater than 400. This kind of stuff. So we can also do over here. How to do that thing? We can put multiple conditions based on multiple columns. So put this thing logical AND operation df dot. Suppose let me take the uh, df dot age greater than 14. Okay, let me put this thing into a parenthesis and let me run it. Hmm. In the comparison, it's not working properly. Yeah, something is fishy. Let me quickly check it. It's ambiguous. Why? What is the issue? Is empty a bool item? Person. Okay, let me do show you one more thing over here. I'll be just trying this thing within 1 minute again. So this is a masking. Actually, I'm putting the condition over here and I'm calling this mask over here again inside here. So it's working fine. If I just trying to print directly M, the directly mask over here. Okay, so for this scenario, what we can say over here, you can see as per the data set, I'm directly printing mask, the condition itself. It's not imposed on top of any data frame now, just I'm printing the mask. So we have 10 or 11 records over here. Based on the condition, it is giving, I mean, for our row identifier, it's giving some Boolean true or false operation. Okay, over here. And now if I just put the same, I mean, on top of mask, I'm just allowing the data frame. Then based on which are the true value or true data, it will only return those masks. Okay, so top five, I mean, 0 to 5, those row identified will be printed. So just I want to say, if I just print the same conditions earlier, based on our data frame, it will be just updating whether the particular row is true or false. And on if I just print the data frame, then only that row should be printed. Let me try once more with that particular thing. I was assuming maybe my logical AND was not working there. Let me update this manner, whether it's working or not. Yes. Okay. So earlier exercise, what we are doing, we are using AND operator over there. So instead of doing that, we need to use this AND operator. Okay. So this is logical AND operator over here. So you can see for I mean, subject history and Swapnil, we can see both of the logic has been implemented and we can see only one records over here. If we just print the same thing over here, you can see only one record is logically true. I'm directly printing the mask. This mask means, the particular variable where we put the conditions. Okay, so only first record is true. It's a 0th record. So if I just print on top of this mask, if I just print this data frame, I can only check only the first record. That means the 0th element should be printed. Okay, we can do slicing as well as this filtering operation in a single go by choosing dot lock method, df dot lock loc. We have masking variable as well as we can put inside that we can put suppose name marks. Okay, so over here I have filtered as well as I have sliced it. So multiple, both of the things can be done by this method, LOC. Okay, any doubt till now, whatever we are learning? Any doubts from anyone? Okay, fine. I hope there is no doubt. So we learned how to filter, how to slice on top of data frame. Next thing is aggregation function. Okay. So how to aggregate it? Over there, just to quickly relate with the SQL, we have learned, particular grouping on top of a particular column, and then we can perform various operations just like average, summation, maximum, minimum, this kind of stuff in select query. Those of you whoever do not have a select, I hope you have already basic idea in select. All the SQL queries and all. But if you do not have, then we can quickly touch base on that thing, or otherwise you can just wait for the next course to be started, or you can check the video recordings as well. Anything. So over here, how to grouping by or how to do the aggregation part. So put df dot group by. Group by is the keyword. On top of a particular column, I can group the thing. So suppose let me group on top of name. Okay. And then we can do, several aggregation functions, just like mean, count, first, value counts, aggregate, all, any, apply. Those are the different methods on top of that I can do. So let me do the mean. Mean means it's arithmetic mean. Okay. So what I'm doing, the entire data frame, I'll be grouping the data frame on top of name. Okay. Let me just print the entire thing over here to show you once. Let me print the data frame first. Okay. So in the data frame, we can see Swapnil, it's present twice. Okay. With two different marks, subject history and mathematics. Then for Raghu is present once, Alex is present twice with history and mathematics. Ranjit is present twice for history mathematics. Rohit is present twice. Arnab is just present only once. Ram is presented only once. If I just group it with name and do a mean operation on top of the numerical values. Okay. So we are just putting mean over here, but we can see from name, I'm just grouping the data set and there are three columns left: subject, age, marks. So Python will try to do the mean operation on each of the column, subject, age, and marks. But subject is not a numerical value. Age and marks are only the numerical value. That's why there is a warning message. The mean operation will be doing on the leftover columns over here, we have a non-numeric columns. So it's unable to do the mean operation. Okay, it's fine. It's a warning only. Let's print it and check whether how the result is. Okay, so this is the original data set. Over here, we can see when we are grouping it on top of a column. So that column should be coming at the index position as well. Okay, you can see name as an index over here. Now on top of Alex we can see whatever age it was or whatever marks he has received, it's been averaged and put it over here. For Arnav, Bihan, Raghu, everyone is having same thing. I can put multiple things to be grouped by over here. Let me put subject as well. Okay, as those are multiple things over here, I cannot put directly over here. I need to declare the things in a list. Otherwise, it should be throwing an error. Let me show you. Yes. So no axis is there. Let me just quickly. So this is the usage of list. So while learning list, I told you that should be useful for, each of the data frames. Okay. So it grouped by first on top of name. Okay. Then it's coming for subject. So for Alex, we can see it's grouped by Alex has two subjects. So Alex, then subject, history and maths. But the mean operation is not doing. So we are distinguished between name and subject, but so that's why nothing to do with the mean. We are segregating data name and subject. So they are just printing the thing. The visualization has just been modified. There is nothing to do the mean. So if we have the data set such a way that we have lots of things over here, lots of columns over here, then the mean should be clearly visible if we remove the subject over here as well. Okay, but it should be looking like in this manner. We can do various operations like aggregation, I told you. Just like we can do the standard deviations as well. Let me show you. It should be coming as 0, 0, 0. Yeah. Let me omit the subject because it's already distinct in nature, this value. If I omit this subject, yeah, then we can notify the thing. So this is the deviation. Even I have done a wrong thing. Alex, you can see age should not be modified. So over there, I can see the Alex age. In mathematics department, they have printed age 15. In history department, they have mentioned age as 17. That's why there is a value for age while calculating the deviation. Okay. Otherwise, you can see for multiple students, they are having, Ranjit, Rohit, Swapnil, the same student, they are having same age over here. That's why it's 0, 0, 0. This is the marks, the standard deviation for the marks. No. Okay. So this is just a source data issue. You can say over here. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be going ahead with a more complex, aggregation functions on top of group by itself. Just one more scenario can do multiple things in a single line and all. Tomorrow we'll be learning that thing. A bit details on top of that. Okay. Moving ahead with the next topic, sorting the data frame. So in select query, we have used that thing by order by clause. Okay, select star from a table, order by on top of a column. So based on the columns data, the entire data set can be organized whether maybe it's ascending manner on that column or maybe it's a descending manner of that column. But here we can also do this thing by these two methods, sort index. Let's start with sort index. df dot sort index. Just let me print it. So actually it should be the same output. So this means top of, the entire data frame should be sorted based on index. Okay, so by default, we will be receiving this value because we can see by default it's ascending in nature. Okay, we can make it a descending one based on index. That is fine. That we can check it over here. So we need to pass this parameter ascending equal true or false. By default, it's true. If I put false, you can see the particular data has been updated over here. Maths comes first. So it's 11 has been coming first as a index. Then it's descending in nature. Okay. So that this way we can update the data set or data frame, rather we can say, based on the index sorting. Based on some column value, we can also do the same thing. Sort values. So values, we need to mention the column name over here. So based on name, can do this thing. Okay, so the entire data set has been organized based on name. Okay, and we can put multiple things as well. Based on marks, I can put two things. I cannot do this in a way. I need to declare this thing in a list or any other tuple or anything. Let me declare this thing in a list. So now it's based on marks as well. So it should be sorted on top of name. After the sorting is done, then it should be sorted on top of marks. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, we can also maintain the thing over here. I mean, ascending, descending. Ascending equal true, descending equal, I mean, ascending equal true or false. We can maintain the thing over here. So the thing should be working in this manner. Okay, sorry. So I need to pass a boolean. Boolean cannot be enclosed by quote. Okay. So as I told at the beginning classes, so if I just put a quote over here, then it's not a boolean data type, it's a string data type. So I have mistakenly do this. So it over here, I need to maintain in this. Just to memorize one more thing, Python is very much case sensitive, and we need to specifically check a lot of things based on cases, inverted commas, and all. Parenthesis. In SQL, we have less. I mean, this kind of we checked it that it's not a case sensitive. We can I mean, the indentation part as well. It was not mandatory at the SQL side, but in Python, those are very much. I mean, we need to very careful on top of that. Okay. Okay. What are the other things left? Yeah, two more things, two or three more things. Okay, copy a data frame. It's simple. We can do either way. We can just copy the data frame into another data frame. So we can just declare in this manner, or we can also use copy. there is a copy method available. Okay, anything we can do. Okay, this is fine. It's exact similar with that data frame. df1 distinct value on based on a particular field. You can use the method unique. So let me show you. Uh, df.head. Let me just put head just to minimize the record set. Okay, now I'm printing df dot name dot unique. This is visible only for one column. So I want to check in SQL we have learned distinct on top of a column. Over here it's similar, but it's returning only for one column. So the unique method is for only one column. I just want to check what are the students available. I mean, not duplicated in nature, the unique student. So I can check in this manner. Okay, so Swapnil, Raghu, Alex, Ranjit, Rohit, Arnab, Ram, Bihan. So those are the students available. I can change anything, just like what are the subject available in the data frame. So it should be printing only the unique one. History, maths. Okay, only two subject areas we are collecting the information from the source system, and those are the thing. Okay. One more thing, value counts. Okay, this should be coming under aggregation functions I just mentioned over here. So it's also very much useful. Okay, on top of subject, let me do a value counts. Let me give the output, then you can able to understand what is the thing. Okay, what was the thing? Value counts. Okay, so it means that in history, what are the number of rows available over here? In maths, what are the number of rows available over here? Okay, this is the thing only. If I just put name, then we can see how many. Okay, let me show you. Okay, Swapnil, the particular student is having two records available over here. Alex is having two records, means each of the students is having marks for both of the subject. So that means this. So it's just like value of counts. It should be taking counts for the number of occurrence of this name in this data set or data frame, and it is giving the same output over here. Okay, it's aggregation functions as well. We will be learning some more aggregation functions, some complex in manner in tomorrow, as well as we'll be learning tomorrow on top of data frame some more thing. Randeep, you are asking sir, how we can update that existing data frames. I mean, any extra columns or any calculative
Yes.
columns. So those kind of stuffs we'll be learning at tomorrow's session, as well as how to delete some records, existing records, and those kind of stuffs. So we'll be learning the same thing. We'll be learning how to join between multiple data frames as well. So whatever we have learned in SQL, the similar kind of, it's almost similar, but the syntax is different. But why we are learning Python over here? We'll already know SQL. Why we are learning Python? Because we told you that we will be using Python as a ETL tool. So maybe in the source system we have we have multiple databases. Okay, so suppose we have to take data from Oracle database, we have to take data from MySQL database, we have to take data from some flat files. Flat files means some Excel files or maybe some CSV files as well. So we need to put all the data in a single data set. In a particular stage area that I told you earlier while learning the ETL tools and all in the data, in the business intelligence classes. So Python will play the role. Python will create the data frame. It will connect all the databases and it will collect all the information. Okay. And when all the informations are coming, as maybe from MySQL databases, I have put one data frame, it's df1. From Oracle database, I have imported one table, that is df2. I need to join between df1 and df2 for transformation operation, cleansing and transformation. All those things we can do by this operation, df, I mean, whatever we are doing now. So when our final data frame is ready, I need to push the data frame in my target database. Maybe our target database is Redshift, Amazon Redshift. So I need to write our data frame to there. Okay. So this is the concept of ETL. ETL cannot be, I mean, that the data manipulation cannot be done inside the same database, because we'll be collecting, we should be having lots of different data source system. We need to bring everything in a ETL tool. Maybe it's a Python, maybe it's an external tool, uh, maybe it's some framework is there. S- So, I mean, that's why we are learning Python over here, so that we can use Python as a ETL tool. Just have you a concept what is ETL, what ETL tools are doing, and on top of Python as well, if Python is being used as an ETL tool, how it should be working. Okay. So at the end of the Python class, we will be learning how to connect an external database, how to read the data from the database. I mean, I'll be reading a table from the database, and I'll be create a data frame over here. And at the end, we can do the manipulation. The manipulation part we are learning now. And at the end, we'll be also learning how to print or write the same data frame within another database. Okay. So we are doing the middle portion now. We are doing the manipulation part. Extract and load part we'll be learning at the end of the day. Okay. So just to ensure, I mean, if I mean, Soumya, I think you have learned the extract. I mean, ETL, correct? ETL means extract, transform, load. Maybe Shivan, it's a new for you. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay.
So
I
ETL
know a
means,
bit
did not,
on
sir.
this.
yeah, just to, I mean, recap one more time. ETL is a tool that loads source data to target data. Source data from where we are collecting the information is the raw data. It's not the meaningful data. The business cannot able to understand and cannot create good performance, I mean, good data, or I mean, based on the data, we cannot manipulate or aggregate properly to get a good charts and graphs at the end resultant side. Even the data scientist, data analyst, they cannot do a good exercise on top of the source data. That's why we are using ETL tool. The data engineers are using ETL tool. What ETL tools? If for extract, it will be extracting the source information. It will be transforming the data as per the business logic. And when the data is meaningful, it will be loading the data at the resultant database. When the resultant database, it will be storing the data in data warehouse and data mart format. Then the downstream applications, that means the data scientists, the team on top of artificial intelligence, the data analyst, the visualization team, all those 3 4 teams, they will be checking the meaningful data at the target database in data warehouse or data mart format. On top of data, they can create multiple charts, reports, graphs, and the business owner can take easy decisions for their business strategy, what to do, what not to do for the higher revenue in the next quarter. Okay. So that's why ETL tool, I mean, Python is being used as a ETL tool. Python can take data from a source system and load it at another, so I mean, another database. Okay, the extract and load thing we haven't learned yet by Python itself. That should be covered at the last day, maybe the day after tomorrow or the next day. We are currently learning the transform. So transformation can be done by this data frame operation. So this kind of aggregation is one kind of transformation. Okay. So we can call multiple data frames from the source system that we'll be learning. We can load the data frame into a target that we'll also learning. But the transformation part we are learning now. How to work with the data frame. Okay. Okay, the thing will be more, I mean, the thing will be more clearer after tomorrow's or day after tomorrow's classes, what are the perspective we are learning now? I mean, why we are learning this Python and what perspective we are using is it and all. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Tomorrow we'll be also learning on top of data frame some more knowledges we will be sharing or learning. And after that, we'll be learning the extract and load section, maybe the day after tomorrow. Any doubt from anyone till now?
No, sir. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, okay. Yeah, then let's connect tomorrow. And
Thank you, sir.
Randeep, you also requested some more SQL exercise. So
Yes,
maybe
yes.
on Friday, if you have any exercise handy with you, then it's fine. Otherwise, I need to prepare something. Okay. If you have some external source
No,
or
no.
exercise.
I was just asking if you have, then you can give. Otherwise, if you need to means make it like that, so I will get somewhere from somewhere else.
No issue. I'll be
Um,
checking. I mean, it's not very hard. I'll be collecting some information from website, maybe from interview
Okay.
questions or all. Let's collect
Yeah,
some
that's
information,
good.
some tricky one, and let's
Okay.
solve this on Friday. Okay, then
it,
SQL.
Thank you.
yeah, send me as well to me all these things and send me the links as well because that I just checked. The Trishul sent me the some YouTube videos regarding of pre-recording.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let me just quickly check with Lohit after this meeting, and
Oh yeah,
I'll
sure.
be just requesting them why they're not storing or if there is any issue with their YouTube channels and all. Uh, because even I also, when this thing is getting uploaded, even from my
Yeah, but
OneDrive, I'm
it's
deleting.
not a problem because I'm from this department only, so I know about all these things that today you taught. I know
Yeah,
already. So just send me the exercise as well, like for the interview regarding of these things, so I can prepare very well for the regarding
sure,
of
sure,
interview.
sure, sure. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Let's connect tomorrow with some more insights on top of that, and yeah, let's see.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.